Alright guys, I was just finishing up, loading up some stuff. Tomorrow morning, our whole family, both my sisters, my mom, my dad, we're all heading up to Duluth, Minnesota, where we're bear hunting. I went up there last year and I got a couple opportunities with my bow, and I wasn't able to seal the deal. I ended up eating some tag soup that year, but got a guy baiting up for us up in Minnesota, and we went up there earlier this year, and we did a couple test baits and stuff and put out a couple cellular trail cameras. We've been getting quite a few pictures of some really nice bears up there, so we'll be staying up there for about a week, I think. So should be really fun and entertaining with the girls and stuff, so can't wait to get up there. Stay tuned. Alright guys, it's the next morning if you can't tell. We made about 5 minutes in the drive. I'm already stopping at Chick-fil-A, so we got about an 8-hour drive, and we're gonna get there about 9 p.m. tonight, and it's gonna be about 50 degrees up there, so can't wait to get up there. It's gonna be pretty fun, so. Alright guys, just picked up a couple things at Bass Pro, and now we're headed to the shack. Got about, I think, 3 or 4 hours left, so not too bad, but I guess I'll see you guys up there.
Came in through Moose Lake.
We came in from the south.
We came in from the south this time. Oh. They thought it was fast. They think it's about 10 minutes faster.
Let's go. I was gonna push more of this road, man.
That's really hard, Gene.
Alright guys, we just made it at the shack. We're gonna, I can't talk too long, we're gonna unload the truck, and it's pretty late, so we're gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Ellie, quit agreeing with me. Y'all are weird.
Actually, no, I'm going like. Bubba, can I have one back here?
You want that one?
Yeah.
I always sleep up that one, so you can sit there. Alright guys, I shot the bow some, sat by the fire, talked with our baiting guy Glenn and stuff, got a good breakfast, and now we're going to go ahead and head into Duluth and drop off some of my trapping furs I got. So after that, we're going to come back here, then we're going to get baiting and hunting, so stay tuned.
I don't think you can do you.
Our destination is on the left.
Is this a parking spot?
Yeah. I mean, what else can be more redneck than a fur shop downtown?
Last night.
Sweet, the South Bait was it. Good ice cream, El? Good ice cream?
Your hair's in it.
That little short one. I can hear that tip's loose.
Okay, you can shoot.
Dead center.
Sweet.
You look good there. You were holding steady.
Sweet baby cheeks.
Oh boy. How did you even get that close to center? Jeez. That's crazy. Sweet, I think you're ready. Now we're shooting.
I think so.
And you're shooting less than 20 yards the whole time.
Pretty cool.
Alright guys. Kind of looks silly with this hat on, but it's kind of clutch.
I like it.
Alright, me and my sister heading out. Took saunas. Got a bait on the foiler. I'm gonna have to put on my helmet. And then we're gonna head to the public ground. So I guess I'll see you guys there. Alright guys. So me and Libby came back here. The bait wasn't hit, which is kind of surprising, but we haven't been having a whole lot of action on the trail cameras here, but usually the first day is pretty good, so we don't have anybody to drop us off or whatever, so I'm gonna drag the foiler a couple 100 yards up the trail, stopped it, and I'm walking back in here. But you can see there's some big old trail coming here. hours left, so it's a pretty good sit. But we'll see. We're just gonna sit tight and see where the night takes us. Alright, what happened? Don't take any more bites.
I'm not.
Tell me, what happened?
About an hour and a half before dark, we heard like leaves crashing, or not crashing, crunching, sticks breaking, stuff like that, and it was coming down the path, and it sounded pretty close, like it was the path that you drive in or whatever. And so we, so I got my gun up ready. I took the safety off and stuff like that because it sounded pretty close. And then it kind of stopped for a little bit and we didn't hear anything for a little bit. And then it started coming at us again about a minute later or so. And it sounded even closer this time, and it kept coming and coming and coming and coming. And it sounded like really close. We're like, oh, he's going to come out any second now.
It was a porcupine.
Huh?
It was a porcupine.
No. I was before.
Oh,
He
really?
came from behind us. This was in front of us, like down the path. And then he kind of stopped for a little bit, and then we heard walking away, kind of. So we think that he went back towards like the food plot area.
Definitely a bear, Dad.
Boy, it broke a big stick up in the woods, almost like Glenn was saying, like he pushed over a dead tree and was doing something.
Like, there was
Really?
this big like
Unless it
crashing
was a
sound.
porcupine jumped out of a tree or something. But I don't think porcupine would break sticks.
I agree with that.
But it was like there was like a big crashing, and then like this, it started walking near us. But we were close.
How was the porcupine? Did you get decent footage of the
It was
porcupine?
massive.
Really?
It was
It
huge.
was hard, but I got some footage. I don't know
That's
how
good.
good it is.
Sweet. Man, fire looks good, Mom.
Thank you. Dinner's ready.
Awesome. Sounds good. And then we went back and Glenn said that every single bait was hit besides ours and the one by us. But nobody got one. A dude shot right close to the parking lot there, but they didn't know if he got him or not. Any wolves yet?
Well, we thought
We
we
heard something
maybe
there, but
heard.
then they started yipping a little bit, so I think they were coyotes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna get all these clothes off. As you can tell, nobody got a bear or ended up getting a bear tonight. My other sister Ellie and my dad, they got close. They had a bear coming up down the path. They came in, but didn't like some, so they backed out. Or that's what they're thinking it was. But anyways, we're gonna be back after it again tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you in the morning. All right, guys, just got up. It's next morning. It actually feels really good today. It's pretty chilly. Yesterday was pretty hot and it was kind of sunny, but today it's a little bit cloudy. It's kind of windy and it's cold, which feels kind of more like bear hunting. Hopefully tonight's good. It's kind of like a big cold front. It's supposed to warm up like kind of pretty hot today, and then tonight it's supposed to be like low 40s. So this bear should be moving tonight, hopefully. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a fire started because it's pretty chilly. So that's what's happening. Alright guys, I just went in and dropped off my sister Libby. Tonight we're going to be going to all different baits. So we only had 3 baits total, and we got 3 people have tags. So I'm just going somewhere, Ellie's going somewhere, Libby's already out in the stand, so I went and dropped her off. But so we have a little bit better kill on the bear, but cold front's coming in tonight, so it should be a good night. But I already took my sauna, got my backpack loaded, folder's all gassed up and everything. I've been shooting pretty good with my bow. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it, and I'm gonna get to the public, so stay tuned. I'll see you when I get there. Guys, I just got to the public land, drove the folder back in there. My bait wasn't hit, and the guy that baited, he said that all the baits are hit except for this one and another one that was right back in here. And these 2 baits are kind of way back at the very back of the land. So the bears aren't quite back here yet, but they'll be here any day now because all this pressure from all the other hunters. The first week is there's a lot of people driving their foolish, even just for fun and stuff. So there's a lot of pressure, and so they're pushing these bears, or I'm hoping they're pushing the bears a little farther back in this public land. So back to all the girls and me, we all got a good chance tonight. Spray some of this bear bomb. It smells really good. Spray some of the bottom of my shoes and walk into my stand, so any bears cross the path, go right to my stands. That's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and get back there and quit talking. So, alright guys, I just got up in the stand. I got a little bit better of a wind going tonight. It's kind of going out to the right of the bay here, and got a pretty much a cheap shot down here. It's just 17 yards or so. So hopefully I shouldn't miss. I sat this bait last year the first night, and I shot at a bear. I hit it pretty good. I thought we never could find it. I think I got one low, and I just shot a little low, I think, but I got about 4 hours, or about 3.5 hours left, so I'm gonna sit tight. It's gonna be a little cooler tonight, so all 3 of us siblings are out at different baits, so we got a little better chance tonight. But anyway, hang tight and cross my fingers and see if one of us siblings can't get on some tonight. So stay tuned. Guys, little update here. It's about 7:13. No bears yet. I was texting my sister and my mom and stuff. They haven't got or saw anything yet either. So usually happens right before dark. Rarely ever happens the first day or earlier in the day. Some bears come early in the day, but it's not likely. I got about an hour left, maybe a little under, so it's cooling off really good. So I'm excited. Matt. I swear. I don't know what the heck I think I'm hunting. I think I'm hunting deer, trying to stop the freaking bear. There's a chance he might still come back in, because he didn't spit that hard. He doesn't know what it was, so for all he knows, it could have been a chipmunk, so I'm just gonna chill. Wish I could have killed the thing for you guys. It's literally 7 yards. Shoot him while he's walking. Oh my gosh. I went mad like a freaking deer. I hope this is entertaining to you guys because I am so mad right now. Oh, now I have to walk out of here. Crap. Holy crap, that's a big bear, man. I freaking screwed it up. Oh crap. I was just trying to get him to pause for 1 second and I could shot him, but it's 7 yards. I know this is my 4th time saying that, but it's 7 yards. I literally could have shot him while he's walking. And we'd had a dead stinking bear. I'm gonna have to get down and walk out of here. My foiler's like 300 yards up the stinking trail. But I swear I sprayed that cake icing all over the bait and all over my shoes and stuff. He smelled that. He was standing on his back legs. And he was coming in. If it wasn't for that cake icing, guys, I swear I wouldn't have got my bear. I guess I didn't get him anyway, but he wouldn't have came in at least. Dang it, man. Hopefully my sisters had luck because I am so mad right now. That was such a perfect opportunity. He's just nice blue, man. There's steam coming out of my ears right now, I swear. I looked out in the swamp. I could see this giant bear just going side to side, man. I was like, holy crap, this can't be real. This has got to be fake. It's got to be fake. And he just came right in, standing on his back legs. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to give up, but I'm so mad right now. I'm going to try to make it back to the boiler, guys. If there's not a closing interview or whatever, or outro or whatever, just, you'll know what happened. I thought he was just going to walk by, but I know he was going to go up to the bank at some point, the bait at some point, eat it. Okay, well, I'm actually getting out now. I'm going to try to get down and out here without dying and being as quiet as I can, so. I guess hopefully, if I'm lucky, I'll see you back at camp.
What's up? What happened?
Don't ask. It was dumb. So I was sitting there, it was about 10, 20 minutes before dark, probably 20 minutes before dark. I look out to my right and just this grass, there's just this giant bear just going through the weeds or whatever, just walking straight past me to my right, about 100, probably 80 yards away or something. And he gets directly down into me to my right and he just stands on his back legs and just starts sniffing the air. Hops down on all fours.
You filming that?
Yeah, hops down on
Oh
all
my
fours
goodness.
and just starts walking right at me. And he stands up on all fours again and just starts smelling. He's smelling that cake icing. He's just like, oh boy. Down on all fours again. And then right at the last second, he starts going to my left, or to my right, I guess. And he's getting behind this tree. So he didn't come into the bait yet. He's to my right, kind of. And so I was like, I got to shoot him right here. And I didn't quite have the camera on, I don't think. But I was like, he's going to keep walking right. So I draw back, and he turns and starts walking at me again. And so I drew back down, and he's coming in quick now. and I whipped the camera over as quick as I can without him seeing me. He's like 7 yards right in front of me. Just like it's about halfway through my shooting lane, I draw back. And if I had had a split more second, I would have shot him, but he's just getting ready to get out of my shooting lane. So I just go a little, man, he just turns, start walking straight away quick. So I do it again. They're just a little, he just bolts into the brush and just takes off. I might have done it a little too loud. That just scared him. He's like, there ain't no stinking deer in this tree. Like, what the heck? And he just took off, but I don't know. But he was walking right past it, going quick or whatever. And I was like, is he just gonna walk past it or whatever? If I would have been patient, he might have went up the trail a little bit, checked it out, and came back down and ate the bait if I'd have been patient. You don't know. And I was like, he's just gonna walk past me and I'm gonna feel stupid, but I feel even stupider, so.
Yeah, I don't know if you can stop bears as easy.
I did it the last time. That's what made me think it worked. I did. That bear stopped in its tracks and I shot him. More than twice the size. That's ridiculous, Mom. Holy crap.
And it was the second bear that came in.
Second bear? What?
So we were sitting in
There's two bears?
sitting
Buddy,
in
I
the
think me and
stand.
you need to sit there and like actually shoot.
Sitting in the stand,
Oh, brother.
and off to the right, Ellie taps my leg, and there's a bear coming up the trail.
What?
Off to the, but there, you know, it's brushy off to the right. So
Uh-huh.
anyway, we see a black dot coming down the trail.
Uh-huh.
Well, it gets about 15 yards and decides to go behind us. And so she thought
How
about
big? Is this a
standing
big
up
one?
and turning,
Small
but
one.
but it would have. It
Smaller?
was a smaller one. It would have been
Okay.
a hard shot, never really presented. It would have just
Okay.
been anyway. And so it kind of went back behind us. And so I thought, well, maybe it's going to come out over here and come on the bait.
Mhm.
Well, so we're sitting there, and it kind of disappears. We never hear anything. All of a sudden, we hear something like a big stick breaking right in front of us in the woods.
The
in
same
front of
time,
us.
the other one?
No, like a few minutes after.
Okay.
So anyway,
So it
big
just kind of disappears behind you, the first one?
yeah.
Okay.
So I figured it was going to go back there and sit and just wait till after dark and then come out. and
Try to eat you guys.
so we're sitting there, and so we hear a big stick, and Ellie's like, "Mom, I see it." And so I was watching for it, but it ended up, I don't know if it was coming at us or if it just sounded like it was that close, but it was really over. But it came on the trail over to our left, you know, it came out onto the bait that way. Anyway, it came out there and started hitting the bait. We could already hear Dad on the four-wheeler going to get Libby. And so it didn't, its butt was to us when it first got out there.
Uh-huh.
And so then I was looking at shooting light, and she was trying to find a good shot.
I guarantee that was the one that we have in trail camera over here at this bait. You can see its head's like twice the size of a tree right
And then we're
beside
like,
it.
and then Dad was coming down the trail, and we're like, Dad's gonna get a good surprise.
Did he?
So
The
no,
bear was still there.
it ran off, but it was like, boom, 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 boom. It was
my gosh.
huge. Should I shoot it? I'm like, I don't know. It's after shooting light. I was shaking so bad, just like, Mom. You really are stirring the fire. It's really hot. Even hotter is white.
Alright guys, it's the next morning. I figured I'd just wait till the daylight to do the outro or whatever. Still pretty mad that I didn't ended up getting on that bear last night. If I just had one more second, I could have got that bear, but it's one thing to kill a bear with a bow, and it's another with a bow and a camera. It's just a whole lot harder. And yeah, that's what makes it a challenge and it makes it fun, but I just don't have a whole lot of experience in these situations and all that, so I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. But if that bear would have just paused for like at least a half more second, I probably could have got the bear. But I was focused on getting the camera and all that, and I just drew back when he's like halfway through my shooting lane. I'm sure most of you guys at home are probably like, shoot, why is he not shooting? And I just wasn't quite on him with my sights yet, and I just don't want to make a bad shot in a bear, so I was just trying to take my time, but I didn't have a whole lot of time. But Ellie and my mom saw 2 bears in one night, and that's pretty rare. Like, you used to see that quite a bit back in the day or whatever, when there was lots of bears, but the population has gone down a little bit, and there's not quite as many bears, and you don't see 2 bears in one night that often, so that was pretty cool. And one of them was a 450-pound bear, but it was just too dark and they couldn't see the best, so they didn't want to shoot or wound a 450-pound bear and then us having to go track it, because that's a big bear. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace. See you in the next one.